the Biz where we talk about issues that matter to the state, void of politics, fear of favor. This morning, I want us to look at something very serious and touching to the soul. And this has to do with our transportation system. Minister of Transport, how far? Are the vehicles coming? Are they on their way? Where have we gotten to? Is there any challenges we are supposed to know? What is going on? We are being kept in the dark because after crying out and all that, we are still not seeing anything. And yesterday was one of the worst days ever. Yesterday was one of the worst days ever we have experienced. Because even after those cries and all that, we still struggle to get vehicle to our destination. We still struggle every day. And these drivers have not changed either. It's as if now we fuel them. So they are doing it the more. And you have to wait like 5 to 6, 7 hours and still not get vehicle. You know how painful it is for you to wake up as early as 4 a.m. or 3 a.m., get yourself prepared, and then you get to the bus stop, and then you wait, and you don't get vehicle. And then you wake up very early, and then you get to the workplace late. It's not as if you are intentional, and it's not as if you want to be late. But this is the system we find ourselves. And we are saying this because it is not helping us. You met with GPRTU, and then you made it known that the government has putting measures in place and buses will be transported into Ghana or be imported. Let me put it this way, to be imported into the country. We even saw a video where the deputy minister took a video of those vehicles that will be imported into the country. Since then, what is going on? We want to know because we feel like Eche and the case have worsened. We still have people standing. If you like right now, let's go to the bus stops and see. We have people standing there. They are going to work. Imagine someone living at Anya. You're working at Accra. And then you are standing there like so imagine you get there like 5 a.m. and then it's 7, 8 and you still don't get vehicle. And you are supposed to report at work say as early as 6 or as early as 7 or 8 and you are still at the bus stop. You've not gotten a vehicle. Yesterday we were going for reporting. In fact, all the vehicles that were passing were full. Before the vehicle go to us, it was already full. So we have to walk. We have to walk from Anya Junction to last stop. Even with that, should I say they nearly kidnapped us or they nearly sent us to where we don't even know? And this is the issue at hand because we were supposed to cover a program and we were late and we needed a vehicle because we want to get there on time and get the right information we need. And we're not getting vehicle. So we just have to plead with some private vehicle to give us a lift. It took only God. I'm laughing. It's not funny, but this is something serious I'm talking about here. It took the grace of God. And this is the same thing a lot of people are going through. And I can boldly tell you that these kidnappers and all those people are taking this as an advantage. Because you have no option. You just have to beg with someone. So the person will do you a favor. This person we are talking about, you don't equally know this person. But because you want to get to work, you want to work. But the transport system is something else. And we are still struggling. We've spoken about this issue. Go to Malam Junction, Makati Junction here and see. You have to wake up like 4 to get a vehicle. When it's 5, 6, then you see that you pick a motor or you pick La Paz. Then when you get to La Paz, you pick Pokwasi. But if you want to get straight, you have to wake up like 4 to get a vehicle. And then sometimes when I see people going to Accra, like, I pity them because you see them being packed into a vehicle like sardine. Imagine somebody going to work in an office, wash a suit, or be musa from Kaswa to Accra, or be say, like he is sweating, and this person is already tired and exhausted. How is this person going to contribute to his daily activities that day? Because already the person is exhausted. But there are work to do. Because I don't believe you came to the office to sleep. You came to work. But before the person go to the office, he or she is already tired. He or she is already exhausted. And so shall say it's not intentional, but this is the real situation on ground. And we are pleading, please do something about it. Vehicle is not the only means of transport. We should revive our railway system. We should revive it. It is going to help us. But if we want to pay attention to only vehicles, the only means of transportation has to do it by vehicles. They have bread because they are shall see a bread. It is different when you have your own vehicle, but how many people own their own vehicle in this country? The largest number of people who do not own vehicles in Ghana are more. They are more. And then early in the morning, you'll be a white or a precker. Then you see the thieves also maneuvering their way through these people, picking up people's phones and stealing all stuffs. And that is why most of these drivers also get opportunity to extort money from people. Instead of the person taking 5 cedis, or bet you 10 cedis. Instead of the person taking 10 cedis, or bet you 15 cedis, or catch or say traffic. And because the person will pick you from here, say to maybe from here to whether so Kaswa, or Beko Kaswa, or Bekasi Makati, or Bedu Makati, no asa loading from Makati to Kaswa. And they are taking double fare in a day. So by the time you calculate all this transport, 50% of your salary is gone. Feeding Bahuye. You've not even calculated your feeding. You've not calculated your house rent. You've not even calculated what you wear. No, I don't can transportation kwaji bibia. But this is something that can be solved. That is why we are calling for a public transport, because we know that public transport will be less expensive. When you have more of this public transport, this private drivers or people who own this private vehicle will lessen their price because they also need people. But when we don't have public transport, we don't have enough of public vehicles, then we give upper hand to these private owners to do whatever they want to do, because you also don't have an option. You want to get home on time, empty, you will pay. If you like, sometimes when I'm going on Bayard, people going to Kaswa, you can see a number of people lining up. They want Kaswa vehicle. There is no vehicle. So you have to pick taxi, and the taxi is 20 cedis. You have no option, you will pay. Something that you're supposed to pay like 7 cedis, you are paying 20 cedis. Why? Why? And that is why we were so happy when the transport minister said they are going to import vehicles into the country to lessen this burden on the private owners, and also, lessen this pressure on commuters, on passengers. And up to now, transport minister, you're not updating us. We don't know what is going on. Are the vehicles coming? Is there any challenges? Have the acquisition of the vehicle been faced with any challenges that we are supposed to know? That is why you need to update us. Maybe you are doing it, but because of one or two things, it has delayed. Let us know, so that at least we know that yes, you put measures in place. You are working towards it to get the vehicle, but this is the main challenge. But and it's not as if what we've said, that is what we are still seeing. So what is the essence? So please, Minister of Transport, please, we are pleading about charity. We are this one on our knees. We are pleading, Because this is something that it's very sensitive to us. We beg you, do something about it. Let it not be a 9-day wonder, please. Thank you for making time with me.